Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Dory. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy, which is a weight loss surgery, on September 12th, 2016 with Dr. Darren Tischler at Hartford Hospital in Hartford, Connecticut. My starting weight, my highest recorded weight ever was 350 pounds. I'm gonna guess that was probably 2013, 2014-ish. In any event, when I went the day of surgery, I weighed 300.5, and the lowest I've seen is 169.6. I'm really hoping to be back at that number. I really miss that number. Even 170 I miss. I have over the Thanksgiving holiday and over the course, I'm going to put these up because they're giving me a glare. Over the course of the last 4 weeks since my husband left with the military, I have gained 10 pounds. 10 pounds. I know why. I know what I've been doing wrong. So I just have to get back on track. I mean, this is really, it's not the surgery. It just if any of you guys are pre-op or you were deciding about the surgery is not the answer. The surgery is not, you're not successful because you've had the surgery. You're successful because you know how to manage your life and your food addictions and exercise and all that good stuff. You know how to work it within your own self. Everyone is different. That if anybody is thinking of the surgery or you're pre-op or you just had surgery, I want to let you know that everyone is different. My journey is my journey and your journey is your journey. There are things that I can eat that I will not gain weight, and other people will eat them and they will get sick. There are just certain things my body can handle and certain things your body can handle, and we don't intertwine. There's not like one surgery fits all, and as soon as you have this surgery, you don't have to worry about it. Pounds are going to melt away and all that. That is baloney. If anybody has ever told you that, or if any of you guys watching this believe that, it's baloney. Baloney, baloney, baloney. I know what I was doing wrong. I have been eating my emotions since my husband left. I have been craving things and giving into my cravings. I have been successful up until this point because I don't give in to every single craving I have. Another big myth is that you need to swear off all foods and you can never again have different foods. And that is a lie. That's baloney too. I do not, there are certain things that I won't have, and that's my personal preference, or I should say I won't have it often. It would be a rarity. Bread is one of those things. I've never loved bread. It just has never been an issue for me with bread. I'm not Italian. Didn't grow up in a household where we just ate bread a lot. It's just not something that is my thing. My thing is sweets, love sweets, and things I get a craving for, especially around the time of the month, which is happening now, is sweet and salty. And so I buy for the kids the little tiny packs of those Pringle chips. I love them. So I went on a Pringles kick recently. I also went on a chocolate binge. I went on, I'm trying to think what else I had. I know in my last video I mentioned I was eating Cheetos, and I don't even remember what the other thing was. But in any event, it's things that I should not eat for the most part. It would be a rarity that, hey, if I want a little bag, those little snack bags of Cheetos, I'm going to have it. It's not going to be the death of me. Excuse me, it's definitely not going to hinder my weight loss if I have one little bag and I'm doing everything else great. So anyway, so I know, back onto what I was getting at, is I know what I've done wrong. I know why I'm up 10 pounds. It's definitely not 10 pounds, 10 real pounds. It's not, in order to get yourself up 10 pounds and that be a real number, you'd have to eat, 4,000 calories, 5,000 calories a day over and over. And I'm under 2,000 calories every day. I still log into MyFitnessPal. I'm at, I think, 882 days straight. I log the good, the bad, the ugly. There's some things that I forgot over the holiday to log. Not that I'm, wanting to omit them. I just forgot to log. Just go on with the day, go to the next day. But I know that I need to. So for me, what I got out of the habit of doing is over the Thanksgiving holiday, I'm in the United States. My kids were off from school. I was not into my whole routine of going to the gym when I drop off my youngest at preschool. I was allowing myself to eat things that I shouldn't eat, including the Cheetos and the Pringles and chocolate, and having extra iced coffees with added, flavorings in them, the extra sugar, the extra pie over Thanksgiving. I ate over the course of like 3 days, half of a humongous apple pie. And it's not that I needed these things. Like, I don't feel at all like I need them. I feel like I get off track when I allow my emotions to rule me. As you most of you should know, if you're new here, welcome. My husband is in the Air Guard. He is a guardsman. He just joined the military in May. He was sworn in May. He has been sent out as of October 30th. He will be gone almost 6 months. I will see him graduate from basic military training. Christmas Day, I fly out there. The 26th, I'll have a free day. And then sometime in the afternoon, I'll get on base. He's in Lackland, at Lackland Air Force Base. That's again in San Antonio, Texas. And I'll see him for the first time in person on Thursday. They have the Airman's Run, the coin ceremony. Friday will be a parade and graduation, and then we have the weekend to spend together. He has a curfew. It's not like we go off base and he lives with me for 4 days. But he actually will be able to either have base liberty, meaning that he gets the whole day. I bring him back to his dorm, or he returns to his dorm at 8 p.m. Every day except 6 p.m. on Sunday. And I opted, and so thankful. I have been praying so much about it and so worried, but I'm so thankful I was able to get a hotel on base. So on those days that he can only go on to the base and he can only stay on the base, we can go see a movie. They have a movie theater on there. They have, I think, bowling. They have different restaurants, different things to do. But he can actually come back to my hotel. We can relax. He can, I'm going to bring him a change of his own clothes. A friend of mine, suggested that while he rests, like one of the greatest things would be if he could get out of the ABUs that he's had to wear for all these weeks. So, all that has transpired within the last 4 weeks. And so I came off of having antibiotics and having all these things to going into this whole emotional roller coaster. The military is definitely an emotional roller coaster. My husband is feeling it as well. I have gotten some really good letters from him. We definitely planned prior to him leaving because we have 4 young children at home. I have a 10-year-old daughter, a 9-year-old daughter, a 7-year-old son, and a 4-year-old daughter. And I also have 2 older children, one of which just got married, and one, he's 28, and my other daughter just turned 24. And so, there's 6 kids. The 4 youngest, we definitely prayed about him going into the military, prayed about him going, did the best we could to prepare. My husband made these videos of him reading stories to the kids for bedtime, quirky videos of things that he used to say to them when he was home. videos for me of songs that I used to love to hear him sing. He wrote me the most amazing letter. When his plane landed, he sent it to my email. On Thanksgiving, a family in the San Antonio area, and there's tons of them that do this, but they adopt an airman, and they usually do two at a time. They can do four, they can do six, depending on how big their house is and things. But they adopted my husband, and so I knew on Thanksgiving he was going to be able to call. But I figured it was going to be from the host's house. I had heard rumors, the host will let them use their phone and they can FaceTime and this and that. And so that's what we had planned on. We had planned on sometime on Thanksgiving Day, he would call. We didn't know how long he'd call for and things of that nature. And so we were so excited. I was on pins and needles all day. Well, for the most part, the day before, really. And then about, I want to say it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock maybe, he shot me a text from his phone, a picture of him. And I haven't seen him in uniform yet. So, my heart skipped a beat. It skipped several beats. But anyhow, so he sent me a couple of pictures in a row, and then a text letting me know that he has his phone. The MTIs gave them all their phones, and that he would be FaceTiming me. And that actually was the first time that we've seen each other since October 30th. And so that was so special and so amazing. And I do want to say the people in San Antonio that take the airmen year after year, it's amazing. And I also want to give a shout out to Kristen. I love her. Kristen Astacia Luis Imas. I love her. She has a heart of gold. She is willing and able to just put a smile on everybody's face. She is a servant of the Lord. She's great. And she really did a lot to try to get my husband to her house for Thanksgiving, just because she lives in San Antonio. It didn't work out. They have certain stipulations and criteria, and you have to have a military ID and yada, yada, yada. But she tried, and I love her for trying. She's amazing. Just, I'm so privileged to really know her. She's great. So anyway, so he was able to go to the host's house. He had a wonderful dinner, lunch, whatever it was. They played games. In between, he was texting, sending pictures. We got a ton of screenshots of him. I'll put some to my Instagram. I put them on my Facebook, but in any event, if you guys aren't friends with me on Facebook, I'll send some to my Instagram of us when we first saw each other, FaceTiming. And just, he's amazing. And so we prepared for him to leave, and, the videos and the reading stories and pictures and letters, and the letters that have been coming in. He's really been doing really well with sending us letters, and he's drawing little maps of where he is in the dorm and where his dorm is in conjunction to where the graduation is going to be and where the BX is, and just all that. He's really, really done an amazing job for us, especially the kids. They love getting his letters. His birthday is Friday, the 30th. And so we sent out birthday cards, and there is an app called Sandbox. It's Sandboxx, and that is a very quick service to get him a letter. They are expensive. They're like almost $4 per letter. But you can send a letter and you can send a picture. They print the letter, print the pictures for you, and have FedEx bring it to the base. It gets there in 2 days, except, of course, if it's the weekend. But it gets there in 2 days, and he loves it because he gets pictures of us every day. And so I try to make different pictures and different things so he can see them. So one of the things that I ordered for the kids, because I thought it would be great for the kids to be able to hang ornaments for Daddy, since Daddy won't be here for Christmas. And I went and just picked these up. I had a local woman, shop local, everybody. We need it. Small businesses, we need it. Shop local. So I had a woman make these ornaments for our tree. If you can see it, U.S. Air Force Airman Acevedo. So I have 2 that are white with gold and 2 that are blue with white lettering. I think she did a fantastic job. I actually just put another order in for her to make ornaments for the kids' teachers. They are beautiful. She has the most wonderful sayings on them. So I have 8 teachers to buy for 4 different classes, because I have the 4 young kids and 2 teachers per class. And these are really, I mean, they're only $5 each. So for 40 bucks, you know, plus the cost of like Lindt chocolates or whatever, I'm going to put them in a gift bag and decorate it and everything. I think that's a great gift for them that won't break the bank, and it's helping out a local business. And she gave me this one, this ornament as a thank you. It's a Santa cam. We don't really do that in this house. We don't do like, you know, Santa's watching you, you better behave. In this house, it is we are going to behave because Jesus died on the cross for our sins, and we obey our parents because that is what the Bible teaches. But in any event, I'm thankful for the ornament. It will be on my tree and whatever. So yeah, so that is kind of how it's going. And so because he left, he is in week 4 of training. I think this is the week that he is going to go into the gas chamber. They all have to do it. They all have to experience it. They're being taught like how to fight and to use their M16s, and disassembling them and reassembling them in under a minute each time. And so, yeah, so I think that's kind of basically what, what he's doing this week. I should get some more letters. We did send him a bunch of letters. I try to send 2 a day and even a sandbox letter. He was so happy. On a daily basis, he's getting between 1 and more letters per day, which was what I had aimed to do. I really wanted him to hear his name being called for mail call every day. He gets it Monday through Friday. And so one day he had like 6 different pieces of mail, pictures, letters. He was just thrilled. He was so thrilled. He doesn't get to grab his Bible as often as he wants. And so what I've been doing is I've been writing a bunch of scriptures and having kind of like little quiet times written out for him so he can just open up my letter and then read these scriptures and find comfort. And so he's been kind of teasing the guys in his flight. He has a great flight. There's 52 men. Some are 17, 18 years old, and a couple are in their 20s, mid-20s, late 20s. He is almost the oldest. He is the second oldest. He is 33. There's somebody there who's 34. And so it's been going really well. He sounds great. The things he shares with us in the letters, from the first letter he wrote to the letters now, he has done a lot of growth. He has matured. He has definitely got into a routine, which is great. They do not have any time to themselves, really. They have 15 minutes every day, and that is it. They can earn more time. And so I had gotten like 7 letters or 8 letters the other day between the course of Friday and Saturday. And it was because he had extra time. They gave him extra time to write letters and to read letters and things of that nature because his flight was doing well. If you guys could pray for him, he has his PT test coming up. He has a lot of work to do with running. He doesn't have the endurance as much as I wished he would. So if you guys could pray for his run time, he has to pass this physical to graduate. So if he doesn't get the run time, and I think it's 11 point something minutes for a mile and a half, I want to say. I don't know the exact amount, but he's got to get 45 push-ups. I want to say 38 or 40 sit-ups. This is all within 1 minute. And then he's got to have that run time, I believe. He's got the sit-ups and the push-ups fine. He's doing fantastic on those. But the run time. So if you guys could pray for his run time, pray for his graduation, pray for our time together, all that would be fantastic. Definitely pray for me and my eating. I feel like the last couple of days I have done great. The other day I weighed at 184, which was psychotic to me. That was like, I think it was Thanksgiving Day, maybe the day after. But in any event, I was down to 181 today. Definitely that popped me back into the obese class 1, which I don't like seeing that. I was overweight for a while. Back on September 11th, I had weighed in at 172, 171 point something. And so I'd like to get back there. I definitely would love to be down to 165 by the time I see him That only gives me 4 weeks. It's definitely, I don't even know if that's feasible. That would be a total of 15, about 16 pounds in a month. At this part of my journey, I'm 2 years out, and I only really have now, with this extra weight gain, I have about, I'd say, 20 pounds to lose. So to lose 16 of that 20 in 4 weeks is really close to impossible. But the Bible tells me that God can do anything. So with God, all things are possible. And so I would ask that you guys pray for me. My friend went 2 days ago fishing, deep sea fishing. He brought home so much fish that he gave me, I don't even know how much, probably 5 pounds of fish, all filleted, all delicious. I baked it, and fried it. And so that's what I just ate. I had some bacon, some fish, and 3 shrimp. And so I'm doing fantastic for my calories today. I'm going to go back and have a protein coffee. And so yeah, I just have to get back on track. And so the last couple of days, I started back at the gym yesterday, and I went again today. Oh, my pretty tree. Merry Christmas, my angel. Let me see. So I just want, so something for you guys that can laugh at. I'm going to turn the camera around in a minute. So we decorated. The kids love to decorate. I have over here where my TV is, I have some decorations on top. And I'm going to flip the camera in a sec. So we have a big family. I always talk about, I've had 6 children. And so I have the 6 children plus my mom. My mom's been a widow since she's only been 45 years old. My dad was 10 years older than him. He passed away, unfortunately, at 55. And so she's been a widow. So I have her stocking hanging, and I have all my children, and my husband and my son got married. So I have my daughter-in-law's stocking. And then, of course, we own 3 cats, and the cats cannot have their own stocking. Come on, really. So let me flip the camera around and show you. I keep joking with the kids. Here's all our stockings. I keep joking with our children that Santa's skipping our house this year. So the first one is my mom, so it's grandma. And so she kind of throws off this color scheme, because if you see the color scheme, it's red and green and red and green. But anyway, so it's my mom, and then dad, my husband, mom, me, and then my son Daniel, who just got married, my daughter Sarah, then Isabella, then Mariah, then Ethan, then Victoria. The J in the corner is for January, which is my son Daniel's wife. And then the 3 there, we have Susie Q, which is my big fluffy white and gray and black cat. And Precious, which is a black and white cat. And Precious's sister, Shadow, who is actually asleep right here. So yeah, so those are all our stockings. So it's kind of funny. It's comical. I love decorations. And it's comical that we have so many stockings. But this year, yeah, we kind of went all out. A friend of my mom's, her husband passed away, and she moved into a smaller place, and so she gave away a lot of her things. And so she gave us a lot of Christmas decorations, like those little like Christmas villages and cottages and houses and stuff. So she gave us those, and my daughter ended up decorating. Isabella, my 10-year-old, she is a fanatic with decorating and with making crafts, and she makes everything, and she's very intelligent. And so she set it all up. And so, yeah, we're just trying to keep ourselves busy, get through the holidays. I am nervous about my flight. I'm not going to lie. I do not like flying. It just freaks me out. It really freaks me out. I don't like heights to begin with. I am claustrophobic as well. So I am going to have my earphones in. I'm going to be playing the Bible app, and I am just going to be on, with my eyes closed, going to San Antonio. I have a layover on the way there, I think in Washington, D.C., and on the way back, it may be the same place, or it may be Chicago. I don't know. But in any event, I'm looking forward to seeing my husband. I'm not looking forward to the goodbye again when I need to say goodbye, when he needs to stay there and go on to another base for his tech school, which will bring him all the way to the middle of April. So yeah, so I'm not looking forward to that. I am looking forward to seeing him, and I will probably Facebook Live a lot of it when he's doing the Airman's Run and the coin ceremony and things like that. He did have his hair buzzed down the day after Thanksgiving, and he got his dress blues the day before Thanksgiving. So the day after Thanksgiving, they were having their official portrait done, which I already went online and ordered the button. There's buttons you can get with his picture, so I'll be able to get that here before I even see him. It should be here within a week. I got one for me, and I got one for his parents. And so, yeah, that's really about it. Let me take you guys. Let me get up. I was so nice and comfy. There's my tree, the whole big tree. But let me take you guys for a walk. I'll show you what my daughter Isabella made. Let me flip it around. Here's the cottages. So she put up our nativity scene, and we got nutcrackers, and then this is her little cottage thing that she set up. We took the light bulbs out because to have a light bulb like with the wire and everything through everything single cottage and then try to plug it in down below, it just didn't work out that way. But I think it's super cute. She really worked hard, and she likes when she gets compliments on her hard work, as we all do. So I think it's cute. Yeah, and so I have this. I let her set up her little nativity scene and things like that. And so, yeah, so that's that. I guess I can take you on a little tour. I showed you this. Let me flip it around. So, yeah, this is just like a little thing when you walk in my door. We just put like a little nutcracker there. There's a box there to put shoes on. I don't know. And this is like a side room we have. It's just like I don't know, look at this is where Isabella does her crafts. As you can see, the craft thing is, she has to sew this, or not sew, but glue this little guy's beard on. And so, yeah, my other daughter, she wanted to get in on the action of decorating. And so here's her little decoration. She's the 9-year-old. And her name is Mariah, after Mariah Carey. And don't you know, and yes, we listen to Mariah Carey every day singing her Christmas music, especially her song, I forgot the name of it now. All I Want for Christmas Is You. I think that's it. And then this is what my husband does. Let me flip it around again. And these are the little notes that he sends. This is one I hung for the kids. It's scriptures, and he just says, you know, that there's scriptures for us to get through the difficult time. And then this right here is his schedule on base. So it just says, like, you know, he wakes up, it fluctuates, but he's usually up at 5:45 in the morning, goes to PT, he has class, meetings, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, so that's that. And then here's some little Christmas bears. They talk to each other, mom and child. So yeah, so that was my update. I'm walking. I hope I don't make you guys dizzy. And then here's our other little cutesy-dootsy stuff on top of my TV. Yeah, we're all about the Christmas. We're in the Christmas spirit over here at the Acevedo household. Incidentally, here, let me turn it around. Incidentally, this is our tree. And this little ornament here, this little reindeer with made out of clothespins, he's missing his little nose, it was Rudolph, was made by my 28-year-old son when he was in preschool. So most of these are from the kids. Most of them, this is Mariah, the 9-year-old in 2013. And then we have her again right here a couple years ago. And then we have just a whole bunch. Oh, that's her again. Apparently her teachers like to put her picture on everything. This I think is, yeah, this is Isabella. She's my 10-year-old. This was back in 2013. So all of these mostly are things that they have made. So anyways, that is that. I also cut my bangs. I don't know why I didn't have my bangs cut, but I actually cut them too short. So I'm glad they're going to grow by the time I see my husband. Not that he would care about my bangs.